I'm beautiful. Do you get it? I'm beautiful. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? I hope you get it. Hi! Hi! Yeah, it says it's back to front. I have my camera flipped because I don't like it otherwise. How we doing? How we doing, chat? Sorry, I've been away for a couple days. I was doing fun stuff, though. I was doing some really fun stuff. I was... Square Enix said, hey! And I said, hi. And they said, do you want to come and play the new Life is Strange? Do you want to come do a little play of it? And I said, yes, please! And it was really cool. It was really, really cool. It looks really good. I'm really excited. And it's made me want to get back into all of the Life is Strange stuff. And it was really fun. It was really nice of them. And then yesterday, I was at the YouTube Gaming Summit. And that was also another really cool experience. Got to meet so many lovely people. It was just really informative. It was really fun. And they gave us these notebooks, which I imagine they expected us to take notes on. I did not. Because I didn't. I also, it's not going to show, but oh, maybe it will. I made a tiny flip book. Is it grease stain? Oh yeah. I made a tiny flip book with the goose. It's not gonna, it's the exposure's too high. It's not very long. And so I keep accidentally flicking too fast and past the bit where he bites you. Whoopsie. I doodle a lot when I'm trying to listen, you know? But it was really fun. It was really nice. It was so lovely to get to see people. It was so nice for YouTube to put on something like that. It was really, really nice. It was such a good opportunity, and I had a really good time. I had a really fun time. He's so tiny. He is so tiny. He's just a little guy. It's also, I was like, it's so poorly drawn because I was having to draw it like kind of scrunched up. But yeah, I hope you guys have had a good week. We're going to be streaming today. I don't know what we're doing. I'm going to be really honest with you. I'm going to be like so unbelievably honest with you. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing today. I think we're just going to talk and yap. I think it's a yapping. It's not going to be a long stream. It's not going to be a long stream. But I think it's going to be yapping. I think we're yapping today. You know, I'm a little bit tired. I'm tired because I got back from London at 1 in the morning. Didn't go to bed for a while. Didn't go to bed for a little bit. And this last night I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm playing with the flip book. I'm not gonna set an alarm. I'm gonna wake up when my body wants to wake up. So I turned off all my alarms. Why did an alarm go off this morning? I don't know. I turned off all of my alarms. One of my alarms still went off this morning. She was awake at 8:30. I went to bed at 3 a.m. I was so tired. So I'm tired today. So it's not going to be a long stream. We're streaming tomorrow and Sunday anyway. So we're not doing a long one. We're just doing a vibing one today. Me and Beck yapped for 2 hours this afternoon. Neither of us planned our streams. Honestly, I'm this close. Not this close. This close to just knocking on her stream and being like, you want to just sit and chat? Outfit check? It's not. I'm in my cozy clothes, babe. I still think it's still drip. We're in cozy wear today. We're in the low-rise jeans and the big hoodie. You know? It's my favorite hoodie in the whole wide world that I got for 5 great British pounds. And look at the neckline. What a fun neckline. What a fun neckline. Where are the jeans from? H&M. I got them in a sale like 2 months ago. I refuse to buy clothes unless they are either from Vinted or in a sale. Or unless I know I specifically need them. The hoodie is a steal. It was such a steal. My tattoo is healing well, chat. It's very itchy right now. If you've not had a tattoo, it gets to a very... I nearly just flashed you, I'm not gonna lie. It gets to a very itchy stage where it needs to be moisturized a lot. And I'm not allowed to scratch it. because it's bad. It's bad for the healing to scratch. But I am very itchy. So there we are. There we are. This music feels really loud for me. I know it's not for you. Hi, Penelope. How you doing? Happy 26 months. But yeah, I've had a good week. It's been good. I've got to. Hi, Anoila. I've got to do some editing and recording this weekend. Like lots of it. Don't mention Vinted. I'm so upset you bought some docs and the lady never sent them. Wait, that's... Oh, Sarah, I hate that. You have to be like so particular. You have to be so particular about who like you buy from. It's so scary buying on Vinted sometimes if like if it's the first time they've like sold something because you can't trust. No, I've not watched that, Redwood. You bought some cute chain belts. Oh my god, love that. I'm just gonna go open the window because it's quite hot. You're on Holly Bob? Where? Well, actually, you don't have to say that. That's doxing yourself. Maybe don't. It's actually very warm in the UK today, but my house isn't that warm. Which is good, I suppose. Liz, thank you for the subby. How you doing? Oh no, Sarah, that's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. I'm sorry that happened. It's almost 3 a.m. in Australia? No way. No way. That's late. You should sleep. I went to bed at 3 a.m. last night and I feel worse for wear for it today. It's really warm today and I really haven't gone outside that much. I did text Ollie this morning and went, okay, fine, we'll go to IKEA. He didn't want to go to IKEA. I wanted to go to IKEA. And Noila, thank you very much for the 5 gifted. I appreciate that you are making the most of the discounted subbies. I really appreciate that. If you don't know, this isn't even, I don't even think this is part of September. You can get like 25% off gifted subs at the moment if you get a bundle of them. And I appreciate you, Noila. Thank you very much for starting off the hype train. Or no, for continuing the hype train. I appreciate it. It is a September thing too. There is also September on, yeah. But he said, no, we're not going to IKEA. And then like 2 minutes later, he was like, okay, fine. We can go to IKEA. We didn't get meatballs, no. We went pretty early. And I bought nothing. I bought nothing. I did a lot of walking around and going, oh, that's nice. I like that. That's nice. And then realizing that my house has too much furniture in. So. It says no sale for you? Oh, wait, what? It shouldn't do. I thought it was for everybody. Hi! You were making dinner? What were you making? Be honest. Be honest. Don't lie. Don't lie. Yeah, you should be able to... You can manage your sub. If you increase your sub to a 3-month sub, which is where you pay 3 months in advance, you get 25% off. And then gifting subs... it's 25% off on gifting bundles of subs at the moment. Did you get a shoe storage thing? No, I'm gonna just order that because I need it for my house first. I'm gonna say something controversial. I don't like the meatballs. I don't. This piece of hair is too long and I should have got the hairdresser to cut it shorter and I didn't, and it is annoying me. I think they're fine. They're fine. Hi, Wally. Oh my god, me too. Me too. Wally and I are going to team in MCC and we're going to be the best team that you've ever seen. I'm a man. I lied for fun. It's okay, King. Lying on the internet is like actually, it's a genuine hobby. It's a genuine hobby. Like, you know, some people do the scouts. Oh, I have added too many VIP slots. Wally, I can't VIP you right now. I'll remove someone else and add you. Yeah, some people do scouts. Some people like fishing. Some people, I don't know, go to the gym. But it's also okay if your hobby is lying online. Going into streamers' chats and lying. That's all right. That's a hobby too. You're allowed that. You're allowed that. Gym is addiction, not a hobby. This is true. I'm going to the gym tonight and I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm training myself, guys, to be able to do a pull-up from full drop position. At the moment, I cannot do it. It is too hard, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting big and strong, so Becky1 will remain in love with me. So, you know, big moves. Big moves. But yeah. Chat, what have you been up to this week? Did you watch the Minecraft trailer? It's just mean if I am on myself, I can't even get my VIP back. Yes, Gene, correct. Did anybody watch the Minecraft trailer? If so, what did you think? The movie, the big time movie, the big boy movie. Yes, it's so bad. Yes, I love it. Interesting. I watched it on mute and Jack Black is so loud. I don't like it. You love my accent though. Excellent news. I have mixed feelings about it. I have mixed feelings. Minecraft movie trailer. I nearly watched that video this morning. I decided not to in the end. I can't remember why. Let me see if I can get it on screen for you guys. Guys, I've thought of a good podcast name. E-R-M. I'm gonna pitch it to Marissa and Michaela. I've pitched it to them already. They think it's a good name. We aren't starting a podcast. I just think that we should. Okay. Window capture. A Minecraft movie. Oh, look at that. Oh, we could do it together. Look at this. This is incredible, this. Yeah, it's like, all right. Okay, I'm just gonna bring this down. What? Why the hell is Tommy in it here? Tommy in it? No. Crazy how they got Magical Mystery Tour. Actually, wait. Do not what the Sigma in this chat. Okay. The portal is blue! But, right. Sarah, I actually have a take on this. And my take is influenced by Becumon, who made this point to me literally today. Guys, we got a hype chest. Wait, what the hell is this? Oh, look at that. We got a little emo. Look at that. Look, choo-choo. Wow. The portal is blue for good reason. They didn't come from the nether. If they were coming from the nether, the portal would be blue. But they're not. They're not coming from the nether. They're coming, we can only assume, from the real world. So, it has to be a different color. Yeah. Roll up a mystery tour. So it makes sense. So ugly! What is that? Minecraft, I literally love you so much. And Minecraft, if there are any opportunities to get an early screening to see this film, I will be there. I am still unbelievably hyped for this film. But why are you making me look at this? It's so ugly! Dude! You could have made them cute! Where is your logic? Marketable plushie, Minecraft! Marketable... You sell me this, I'm not buying this. This is not a marketable plushie. Make it cute, marketable plushie. You can make them square and not ugly. You've not marketable plushie this sheep. Okay? And you could have done. And I would have bought the hell out of it. I'm upset. Okay? I'm upset. I know they're ugly in the game too. It's not the point. What the hell? Okay, it's cute when it's not so bad when its mouth is like closed. Wait, where are we? Yep. Oh. Why is it doing the Max GG's face? Wait, I'm sending this to Max. Why is it doing, literally why is it doing the... Someone take a screenshot of this. There you go. You've had enough time to take a screenshot. I'm going to message that to Max. Where's Max? Roll up for the mystery tour. Hate that. Hate that. That's so funny. That's so funny. That's so funny.
What the hell?
I know some people don't like it, but I'm actually not minding the rest of this. This is so cute. Okay, this. Go back. I love the wolf. I do love the wolf. And honestly, I don't hate the overall style of world setting they've gone for. Like, where is it? This, I don't hate this. I do understand. I'm watching the Minecraft trailer, Wally Bear. You're trying to get yourself unfavorited by Minecraft. I understand why some people don't like this. Don't get me wrong. I understand. But I quite like this. I quite like this. The lighting's too white. I agree. I agree. I just quite like it. Okay. Why is he wearing a pig jacket? Oh, I love that shot. I love this shot with the... Oh my god. Does this trailer need to move at 1 second? No, wait, that's not... Like, one frame a second? Wait, no, that's supposed to be one shot! One elongated clip a second! Why?
Anything you can
It's TikTok pilled trailer. I love this. I love this.
dream about here, you can make.
Steve's lava chicken. I don't hate the creepers.
Who are you?
I am Steve. Okay.
This guy is such a tool bag.
Okay, so she's gay. I love this shot. I love this. That felt like such a replay shot. That was a replay mod. Like this, I understand why some people don't like it. It feels like those ultra realistic Minecraft mods where, you know, it's like Minecraft, but it looks like real life. Like it feels like that. It does. It does. She's Enid and Wednesday, of course she's gay. But ultimately, this film is for kids. And I think this will be funny for kids. I think they will find this funny. That's kids' humor. It's fine. You know what I mean? I don't hate it. I know some people really don't like it, but I'm like, I don't know. I'm just not the target audience. The main proportion of Minecraft players are like 8-year-olds on their Xbox. You know, I think it's going to be interesting. It's goofy. It's interesting. You're a kid and you don't like it, that's fair enough. I don't know. I'm not going to judge it until I've seen it. People were very cautious of whether the Mario movie was going to be good, and it was really good. But people like were a bit like, I don't know if this is going to be decent, and it was really good. So I'm just kind of hoping that it pulls through. I'm hoping that the children's humor isn't too much. Like, I'm hoping it balances out. But we'll see. We'll see. We will see. I'm excited. I'm excited, honestly. I'm honestly excited. What was bro crafting though? I don't know. What was bro crafting? I don't know. I kind of hope the Minecraft movie does what the Sonic movie did and listen to the fans' reception and fixes something. Having had a look at that, I feel like potentially that it's too late. I'm feeling like a potential it's too late. The 1964 Mary Poppins movie got a mix of animation and live action right. I agree. Honestly, I don't know. I think there's a million ways they could have gone down this, like, down the animation route. You could have gone for, what's the damn film? The basketball one. The Looney Tunes basketball one. Space Jam! Space Jam. Let me knock. Jack, you're... Okay. Oh, yeah, you're not on my favorites list. Okay, one sec. I'll add you. Where do I even go for this? I've forgotten how to do this, by the way. Streaming tool? No. Stream together? There we are. Edit. Okay. JVCKK. What day are we on? Friday. Okay, you're allowed. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, hello.
Hi, what did you want to say?
So, have you heard of this place called Paris, France?
I've heard of Paris, France. I'm a little familiar with Paris, France.
What if we went there?
I'm kind of busy right now.
What, maybe like October time frame?
Okay. What do you want to do? Jack, last time we went to Paris, France, no one had a good time.
I had
I'm
an
intrigued.
amazing time.
1 second. Darwin, thank you very much for the bibbies.
Thank you so much.
I did not, but that was not Paris's France. Paris's France, Paris's fault, to be fair.
We can right those wrongs.
Paris was an innocent bystander
It's true.
in the struggle that was my life at the time.
Well, we could right those wrongs, perhaps.
Okay.
We could also do some research for an upcoming project that you have.
That is true. That is true.
It's a work trip.
And I can write it off on my taxable expenses.
The main reason I want to go, well,
Yeah.
this started off, and I think I mentioned this to you. The main reason I wanted to go in the first place because I wanted to go shopping for the day and then come back same night.
I don't think that's going to be
that'd
doable.
Quite funny. I've looked more into it, and if you fly same day, if you want to fly in the morning, the price of the flight immediately goes to 130. It's immediately £100 more expensive if
Okay.
you're flying in the morning.
Okay.
It's kind of lame.
I don't want to spend
It also
130.
means that like you'd be flying into
the
Charles de
weird
Gaulle.
one. Oh no, De Gaulle is
It's
like
Charles de Gaulle, but it's on the outskirts, right? So by the time
Yeah.
you're actually in Paris city center, you're gonna have 4 hours, and then you have to leave again.
yes.
Which is doable, but kind of long to spend
Okay.
£120 on. So if you go for one night, that does mean finding accommodation, which is instantly going to bump the price up. But the flight drops to £38? No, £28
Okay, you sent me some screenshots recently that were
did.
£15. What happened?
each way.
Oh, get out of
It's-
here.
It's £28.
Okay.
But you fly at 2 p.m., which is like very comfortable, but it's just like, it's not a day trip. It means you're staying overnight. But if you stay overnight, that means you get to have a yummy dinner. You don't have to rush back to the airport. You can have a nice dinner. It means you can have a nice breakfast in the morning.
Jack, I just opened booking.com and I think my subconscious just came.
Where are you looking?
I went on booking.com to see some hotels for Paris, and instead of typing Paris, I'm dead ass just typed in prison.
What the
Like, I could screw. I'm
Why are you
gonna.
going to prison?
I'm not even joking right now. I just subconsciously typed prison.
Day trip to prison.
I don't know what just happened there. Oh, whoopsie.
Well, yeah, it's like, you know, do we... I say we because we're both going and we're both locked in at this point.
Yeah, we're both locked in at this point. This is
yeah,
true.
yeah.
We've locked in.
Like, would you ever stay in a hostel?
For one night, no more.
I think I'm on the same page because, like, I've never stayed in a hostel before. I don't think they're as bad as people make them out to be, for sure. I think it's doable, but I would not push you to if you were like, nah, I'm over it.
Marissa is telling me to lie. She's like, lie. Don't say yes.
Why would you lie, Marissa?
I think she maybe doesn't like them.
Our Amsterdam hotel was a hostel. Oh, well, it was like a family room, so the whole thing was ours. I've never shared a room with other people, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Also, prison is all expenses paid. That is true.
Yeah,
we
any good
could
deals
go
for
to prison.
prison? I think, like, honestly, as far as I'm aware, you can just like rob a bank and go to prison. So like, I'd say that's a pretty good
And
deal.
you get money for it.
And yeah, yeah.
So Marissa's reminded me that, yeah, no, that Amsterdam place was the worst place I've ever stayed.
So you're not selling hostels on me right now.
No, but we'd find, no, it would be better because it won't be 300 million degrees in there, and it won't be an attic, and there'll probably be like a working elevator, or we wouldn't even need one, and we're not going to have a bunch of luggage to take up the stairs.
Okay, I'm potentially down.
And you know what would go crazy? We might end up on a night out. Like, it could happen. It could happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this straight. I am never going on a night out when I need to fly the next day.
Yeah, I don't know what time the flight home would be the next day. I didn't look into that part, but I know the flight
Okay.
out would be 2 p.m. and it's like at that point you are staying overnight.
Okay, well,
But yeah, I think that it makes more sense to stay the night. I think it's less of a funny story because I think going to Paris for the day is quite a funny story.
well,
but,
okay. So what you need to work out here is, can you just? Is the hotel more expensive than just doing the morning?
Yeah, I'd have to compare the actual prices. I think even getting a hotel, I think that it would end up being a little bit more expensive, but I think for the amount of like extra stuff you'd get by staying overnight, it would be worth an extra little bit of money.
Okay.
And if we go hostel, I think that it would be even cheaper than going for the day, and we'd get extra time. Also, Marissa's asking me to tell you about Kapunka. I was doing research on all of this last night, and I was like, where would I end up going for dinner if I did go? Because there's a non-zero chance I'd go back to Kapunka, which is a gluten-free Thai place that we went to multiple times over the weekend that we spent in Paris. It was so good. And I'd maybe end up going there again if I went.
Okay.
That or Tasca, where I was eating my spaghetti whole because I was so hungry. I was swallowing it without chewing it. That's why I
Yes,
learned I
you
could do
did
that.
tell me about this, and I
Yeah.
found it very funny.
Yeah, shout out Tasca. Right by the Eiffel Tower too. It was nice.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, flight, overnight, hang out. Also, this is now for a YouTube video, and I was like, it's not as funny as a YouTube video. Like going to Paris for the day for a YouTube video is kind of funny, and then there's going to be like challenges that you have to do while you're there. Visit the Eiffel Tower, Arc de Triomphe, the Louvre, whatever, right? There'll be like a checklist you have to do during the day. However, I think that the video still works if you call it 24 hours in Paris.
24
Like
hours
it doesn't
in
ruin the
Paris.
concept by staying overnight, you know?
I'm gluten-free, it's so good. Go to Tasca. Okay, Marissa. You're convincing me.
She wants you to go to Kapunka, but and Tasca. It was good.
Oh, okay. Kapunka.
So anyway, Paris, October. Sounds good.
Alrighty.
That was all.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sold. Okay, Jack, I will say, though, I think we do the morning and the night, because I'm looking, and all of the hostels that are not horrendously expensive, I don't want to stay in.
Oh, you're back on the day trip idea?
Yeah. Hi, Luna. Thank you.
Okay.
Actually...
I haven't looked at accommodation yet, so I'd have to look, but...
No, yeah.
Chat, do
no.
any of you guys
we'll
live
look
in
it up.
Paris?
We'll look it up. Oh, hi, Velvet. Will either
Hi,
of you end up
Velvet.
seeing the Minecraft movie in theaters on the big screen? I sure hope so.
Absolutely. We'll be going as a
no, well, I
group.
say I sure hope so. I will be seeing that film in cinemas. Absolutely.
We'll be going as a group for sure.
Yeah. Oh, we will. That'll be cute.
So chat, do any of you guys live in Paris?
Yeah, chat. Does anybody have somewhere we can stay? Not really. Don't let streamers into your home.
Streamers are dangerous.
Don't let them into your home. If they tell you that it's fine, it's not. I know this tower that's free. How confident are you in being able to climb the Eiffel Tower?
Not at all. I've been up the elevator. Even that was terrifying.
Right. Okay.
What about you?
Scared of heights.
Oh, some guy climbed it during the Olympics, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
Like as
There was
part
a
of the Olympics,
shirtless
or
British
just
man
like
climbing the Eiffel
as
Tower
a
at some
joke?
point. Anyway,
Okay.
I'm gonna let you get back to your stream now. I just wanted to knock on your door.
Okay.
So this knock feature, this was just a Discord call, to be honest.
Yeah, but I prefer it because if I'm on a Discord call, like if you shared your video, I don't have to worry about the fact that I might accidentally leak my DMs in the process of sharing my screen.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Okay, that's valid. Well, it's been fun.
Okay. I'll catch you in a bit.
I will see you in a few hours.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, chat. I guess we're going to Paris. He mentioned this to me the other day. I was in the YouTube summit and Jack just goes, do you want to go to Paris? And I'm like, okay, sure, I'm down. I'll go to Paris. I'll do a Paris trip. We were talking about Minecraft, but I'll also do a Paris trip. I'll entertain many things. Spontaneous trip to Paris? I think that's okay. I think that's fine. You gotta cosplay as your rat while you're there. That would be a good shout. That would be very cute. Careful, one convention I went gave a list of places to stay and listed a hostel at £10 a night that turned out to be a homeless shelter. Righty ho, righty ho. Darwin, how did that go for you? Be honest. Be so real right now. How did that go for you? How did that go for you? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Wow. Wowza. Wowza. Surely I'm not the only one who thought Minecraft Legends would. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say it reminds them of Minecraft Legends. Jack, I'm looking at this, right? 3:30 p.m. we get in, okay? To BVA, which is actually very close, okay? 10:40 p.m. we fly from BVA, which means we need to be at BVA by 9 p.m. Okay, 9 p.m. we need to be at BVA. We wouldn't get out of BVA until like, what? We could be in the city center by 5. Okay, that's not really ideal. Never mind, ignore what I was saying. It was a UK Gen Con. Oh. I'm really sorry that Piglins invading the overworld is so Minecraft Legends. I think it's a unique take. A unique take to go with that. Not your take. I mean, I think them doing the Minecraft Legends route is a unique take, considering I don't feel like Minecraft Legends went particularly well for Minecraft. Wait, am I thinking of the wrong thing? Minecraft Legends is what came out this year, no? Last year? Yeah, it came out last year. It is what I'm thinking of. It does have that energy. And it didn't, as far as I'm aware, it didn't go super well for Minecraft. It was fun. But yeah, I would be surprised if that's what they were basing it on. But maybe, obviously, it would have already been in development. I don't know. Wow. But yeah, I'm excited for it. We'll probably all go see it. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. The cutscenes and concepts of Legends. Yeah, they weren't at all. They weren't. Get your Steve fit ready? No. I mean, maybe. I'd be an Alex. The Generator Hostel. I'm gonna look this up. Do not stay at the Generator Hostels. It doesn't seem like it's a homeless center. I think what you mean is, like, I think a lot of homeless people will end up staying in hostels because it's the cheapest option. And you can generally rock up to a hostel and be like, hey, can I stay the night? That's probably what was experienced. Dungeons was successful. Yeah, people like Dungeons a lot. Legends less so. But I think it just had some issues on launch. Like, had it been the multiplayer, like, ironed out for launch, I think it could have done a lot better. Minecraft Earth. Oh, Minecraft Earth, I love you. Oh my god. Wait, you're all finding out you stayed in the same hostel? That's crazy. And all had a bad time, it seems. All had a bad time. I've not played Dungeons, but I know it was very well received. I'm gonna go knock on Beck's stream. I'm gonna go do it. She doesn't know what she's doing, so I'm gonna come help.
Oh my god! Eloise wants to collaborate. Do you guys mind if I bring Eloise on? 20 minutes for 500 gifted. That's really sick. Eloise has knocked on my door, accept. I need to open it on.
See if she lets me on. Hi, Sabby. Hi, Sabby. You dobbed my dad into
Sorry,
Ollie.
I'll be with you in a second. I'm sorry.
He was on the phone to my dad this morning, actually. And they laughed about it. They laughed about it, to be fair. So
It's not available.
you really created a bonding moment between them. Hello?
Thank you, Jojo.
Pokemon. Oh, it was you, Candy.
Content's unavailable. I just
Well, it was a bonding moment between them on the phone this morning. So, you know.
Like,
Slay.
oh, what? How did that happen? Sorry. Sorry, my shit's breaking. It's back though. I'm getting there.
Do, 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 do. Hello?
Loaded on my computer yet?
Why can't I hear Becumon? Wait, there's Becumon. Hang on, Becumon, I can't hear you. I've not muted you again, have I? Becumon?
Hello?
Becumon!
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, I'm turning my camera on.
Okay, I can turn mine on as well. Wait,
Yay.
let me... I just...
No.
Well, you see, I didn't want to be rude and assume that I could come in, but I realised that neither of us knew what the hell we were doing today.
This is very true. This
Is
is what we
you on
ended
your-
up doing.
is it on the right mic?
Oh, I don't know.
You just feel... Your stream is very
Oh,
lovely.
it's not, yeah.
I was going to say, your stream sounds lovely, but your thingy mic didn't sound so lovely.
There we go. Is that better?
Oh, yes, that's quite lovely. That's wonderful, actually. Let me put you on... Oh, wait, hang on. There she is. I just stuck the ooey
Hi.
cam on. Let me get rid of ooey, because we're not ooeying. What's this? Well, I thought you don't know what you're doing. And I don't know what I'm doing. So I
This
just
is
thought
true.
I'd call and just, like, see what you were up to.
Just crash my
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
we've
done
just
that
been
a few
talking.
times. Yeah.
We've just been impromptu ooey.
What you been talking about? Hi, Dan. Thank you, Dan.
AI.
Oh,
We've been talking about AI.
which bit?
Just the funny mistakes AI makes
Oh.
and how annoying it is that it's everywhere now.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the person who died from the mushrooms because of the AI generated mushroom book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they die or were they hospitalized?
They might have just
I think they
I'm
just
gonna
got
look
very
it up.
sick. Because
Oh.
they went on Amazon and they bought a mushroom identifying guide, and it turns out that the whole guide was completely written and all of the pictures in it were AI. So then they ate mushrooms based on what was in the guide and got
Oh, no,
very
they were
sick to
poisoned,
the point where
correct.
yeah, they went to hospital,
Oh my god.
which is horrible and dangerous. You know that on Amazon they've now they've limited it that you can only publish three like ebooks, like 3 books on an account per day.
That's
Because
not
these
really
people
gonna-
are
because
making
are just
it so
making
quickly.
AI books, yeah.
They're just saying like pumping out slop. They limited it to 3 a day. I'm like, bro, 1 a month. Like no one who's actually
Who's
writing a book.
making that many books?
No one's writing a book and then releasing more than 1 a month. It's not. No way.
Savvy
Surely
says
no.
you're sexy, not in a seggy way, and that she likes your glasses, by the way. Just to interrupt.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's like when you Google things now, and then the Google AI says stuff, and it's not
And it's
right.
wrong.
It's wrong. All
I have
the
had
time.
it and it's wrong. Oh my god. It was like I was. Oh, I just dropped my camera. I
She's
was
so
looking
mad.
something up. I was looking something up. And it was like something that I'd seen before, and I already pretty sure I knew, but it was one of, you know what, you look stuff up just to make sure that you're right.
Yeah.
And I was looking it up, and then it just actually just told me the wrong thing. And I was like, that isn't right. I'm pretty goddamn sure that it's wrong. And then I look up, and then I go scroll down to the actual, like, results, and I'm like,
It's wrong.
where the fuck did you get that from? That's not right. Dude, it's really bad.
It's really bad. It's really, really
It's
bad.
so bad. Oh,
It's so bad. Yeah, we don't like AI in this household.
I can show you a funny video that we were laughing at, though.
Yeah, please do. I will. While you search for it, I will tell you a funny thing I just did. Jack just knocked on my stream and asked if I wanted to go to Paris for a day, and I said maybe. And then he was like, "Well, maybe we might have to get a hostel overnight." So I went on to Booking.com to look at hostels, and instead of writing Paris, I don't know what happened, but I just wrote prison.
Oh,
Freudian,
Oh.
just prison.
let's go to prison.
It was like, oh yeah. I mean, I didn't have a good time at Paris last year. TwitchCon was good. Don't get me wrong.
was a
TwitchCon
prison.
was good. But clearly my brain does not have fond memories of Paris because I typed prison. So, what are you sending? Okay.
I sent.
Oh my
Eloise
god.
the Star
Oh yeah,
Wars
yeah.
video.
I will. Okay. So
Did you watch it with sound?
No.
It's great.
Okay,
It's brilliant. Watch it with the sound turned up.
okay. Let me go do that then. They can still hear you, but I've just had to remove your face from the screen so that I can
That's
open
okay.
something up, so that I can like full screen it and not accidentally
Arnold,
leak.
can you stop grumbling?
No, he doesn't want to actually.
He's just in the living room going.
Is it this? Okay. Yeah. Here we go.
We want a sword fight, man. Come on, a sword fight, man. A sword fight.
See it, chat.
We want a sword fight, man. Come on, a sword fight, man. A sword fight.
You're kidding me. That's what
Wait,
that
you want a sword
says?
fight? You
I
want
watched it muted. I didn't realize they're going, oh, you want a sword fight me? I did not realize that's what was being said. Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's so funny because the tweet that it's in is like it's like a
It's like
Hollywood
they're talking
studio
about
in
it
your
like it's
pocket.
amazing.
It's like the best thing you've ever seen. I'm like, okay, show me, and then like fucking wibbling their little lightsabers at each other and going, "You want a sword fight?
There
bro? You want a
was,
sword
I
fight?"
won't lie, there was something homoerotic about the way they were wibbling their lightsabers.
Jivish has just knocked on my stream.
He's knocking on mine as well.
How is he doing that with both?
How
of
is he
us?
doing it at the same time?
I don't know. I don't know.
He's meant to be. How has he done that?
I don't know if I
that was-
want men in my stream.
This is a men-free zone.
Men's free zone.
That's fine. I can let him know that we don't. He's saying, "Let me in, Jack.
Maybe
we
he's
don't want
watching.
men in our stream
Men
right now."
free zone.
He said, "Let Mew in." I'm not gonna let you Mew on my stream, Jack.
Let Mew it.
That's not on.
Sorry. Mew is
Sorry, you're a
already
man.
here.
This is a girls' fest right now.
All the
Men
men
can
in the
watch
chat are
only.
identifying themselves.
Well, I've got beef with men on the internet at the moment. Actually, I do.
Please say your piece, please.
So, chatters, I've got beef with men on the internet, and I have good reason, because on my YouTube video, I've released a YouTube video. It's really good, by the way. You should watch it. It's really good.
It is really
it's all
good.
about how I've made every single soup in Minecraft, except not every single one, because apparently I didn't do every single suspicious stew. I did one of them. Some of them don't even
Yes,
exist.
some of those will
Shut
kill
up.
you also.
Yes. And it's a good video. There is a lot of substance to it, and yet there are some men who only throughout the entire video seem to care about the fact that I have nipples. I've got nipples, guys. I have nipples. Sorry to say. And that's all they care about. And they just keep making comments. And someone would say, well, don't look at them. But I have to look at them because I want to delete them, because I don't want them there in the comments. And I don't want them there to encourage one another, thinking it's okay commenting something like that. It's bad.
Echo chamber.
Exactly. If one person leaves a comment and then another person sees it, they think it's okay, and it's not okay.
Adult woman.
It's doing
nipples.
It's doing my head in. It's
no.
making me really cross.
Say
It's-
it ain't so.
But Sabby, I can't even ban the word because they say it in other ways. And honestly, it's more frustrating and makes me feel more gross that they like imply it. Because I'm like, shut up. And the thing that makes me really mad, Becky Mod, is I'm fully clothed in all of this video. Every single top, none of them are low cut tops. Not that that excuses it even if they were, but like I literally could not be wearing more clothes, especially as someone who was filming in their warm kitchen in July. Could not be wearing more clothes, and it really bothers me. It's really making me quite cross because the world has become so warped.
The video isn't anything to do with that. It's about fucking soup.
And the soup in a children's game of all.
Yeah.
It's not even sexy soup. It's not sexy soup. It's not like I'm making all the soups from sexual adult content. It's from Minecraft, and it's upsetting
all of
me.
those. I love those kind of soups, man. We should make
the
that.
best ones.
It's just sometimes I'll be like, oh, going in. I might be on content, and I'm like, oh, like this top, you can see my nipples, and I'm like, yeah, because I have them,
Because they're there,
because they actually are there,
and they exist.
and it's like they will see them, and
the thing
like they also see my face as well, and they will see like my arms and shoulders because they're just there,
right? And it's
and
so
it's like
frustrating.
it's so fucking weird.
Oh, I
It's
don't
so
want it.
weird.
It's
Like who does
stupid.
that?
It's stupid, and it's like it's like, it's so ridiculous. One, it wouldn't make an excuse even if you were deliberately trying to, you know, dress a little bit more sexy. It's fine. But it's annoying because it's like, it just makes you so frustrated that people can see a fully clothed woman. The context is that they are making soup from a video game, and their immediate thought is to be like, is to sexualize someone. And it's like, do you not see how like riddled your brain is with worms? And it's like, you have never met a woman in real life, apparently. You know,
Clearly
like,
not. Or been around any, because they all have them.
Yeah, they all have them. Men don't wear little covers to cover them up every day. I've been outside and sometimes I see a man in a t-shirt and you know what? I see an outline of a nipple and I don't think anything more of it.
Anything more of it.
You're the last man on earth I would ever be betrothed upon to marry. I love you most ardently. Oh, anyway, anybody like Pride and Prejudice here? It's just annoying me. I've got beef with men on the internet. And for any of you who are like, well, I guess I won't turn up here. I'm not talking about you. Use your common sense. It just makes me very cross.
Use your noggin.
Yeah. Love that word. Noggin. Good
Noggin.
word. Very British word.
It's very. Yeah, you know, it's just like, leave it. Just don't.
You don't
have a
need
look and
to.
go, is this like okay?
Is this necessary?
It's like there's a lot of people that make content, and the idea is that it's in order to be like sexualized in some way, and that's fine. And that's like, okay, if you want to do that because that's the idea, okay, you can comment that if you want. Still a bit odd, but okay. When it's like there's just a person and they are making things on a video and their nipples are there, it's like, oh, spotted. Look what I found. And it's just like, yeah, it's those like, things that are on the front of your body, everyone's body. Like, I saw them.
I know what you have under there. So does the rest of the world, buddy.
No, yeah, I know, man.
It's so like, there's a level where like, I wish I could have, there is humor.
Do I need to say this?
Like, where they're like, they think they're so clever for working out. Oh my God. Hold the phone, hold the phone. You're not going to believe this, but I've worked out that under her clothes, that woman's got nipples. I've worked it out. I'm so clever. It's like, they really do think they're so funny and clever.
Literally. It's like, oh, you got me. Caught me.
I'm like, oh my God,
you should start, you just, on the next video, your next video, you should just be like, tell me, put in the comments where you spotted my nipples. What's the timestamp? Did you see my nipples? Comment down below, like the video, and subscribe.
Literally, like, just lean into it and be like,
spotted!
3 minutes in, I'm like, hey guys, let me know if you see my nipples in this video. The first person to timestamp where they see my nipples gets a I don't know, a free soup. Like, I'll buy you a Heinz. Literally. It's like, I laugh about it. I can laugh about it.
Nipples at 424, by the way, great video.
Honestly, I think I would be less frustrated if they commented that, because I think that would make me laugh. Still not okay, by the way, but I think that would at least make me laugh. But instead, they're just like, they literally leave comments like, I can see them, by the way. And I'm like, ugh.
Okay. Ew, that's so gross. It's actually gross. Like,
someone commented,
give it a rest.
Someone commented this morning or yesterday being like, why did you have to wear such a see-through shirt? It's such a good video, but I'm distracted. Why, mate? I don't know how to tell you this. You need to get laid. Like,
you are brain rotted. You are brain rotted, my guy. Like,
it's not
like
even a
actually
see-through
go
shirt.
outside.
It's not even see-through. It's just the shape, man. Like, man sees shape of a woman. Why must you distract me like this?
Why must you do this to me, you witch?
You are using your magical powers to bewitch my mind. Take less of a form. It is too much for me. This is why.
And then you know, like, on a serious one, it's like, then that's the kind of mentality that leads to like victim blaming on a wide scale.
Yeah.
It's this idea that like it's an uncontrollable urge.
Yeah, it's like
That they absolutely must look at the nipple because it's there, and it's like no, actually, no, there's no, you don't actually is the thing.
it is like genuinely is. It's like that's what leads to like victim blaming. Is people are like, well, you should. It's like no,
it's really harmful.
it's like it's also like no matter what you wear, some weirdo is gonna say something. Like
It's like it's just I don't know, man.
I have a video coming out next month. This month, hopefully, and Ollie filmed it for me. And there is a certain section of the video in which I'm going up a staircase, and it's all arse. And honestly, considering that I can be fully clothed and it won't make a difference, I'm just keeping it in. I can't even be bothered to cut it out because I'm like, you know what? I literally can't do anything. So,
what's the timestamp on that?
it's fine. I've not finished it. I'll just.
I'm no
export it
better
all.
than the Met. I'm no better.
But I don't feel
One of
I
those
don't feel
comments was
object-
me.
Yeah, I go back. It says Beckymon.
Nipples at 424, by the way. Love the vid.
It's so funny. It's so depressing, but also it makes me laugh. Just to be like, how are you using this voodoo on me?
You know, I think the other really fucking annoying thing is the amount of effort we constantly go to in order to not be
avoid
looked at
this.
in that way
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the amount of outfits I'm like, you know, if I'm doing this, I'm kind of making a statement about it, okay? And it's like I'll have to like I'm there like if I'm wearing anything that's a bit loose, I have to make sure that like I'm not at an angle in a camera that's ever gonna like I can't ever like lean over at any point. Like otherwise, I'm just doing it by accident. We put so much constant effort into not being
perceived
sexualized
that way. Yeah.
and not accidentally doing anything, and then not like and trying to discourage that. And it's like literally is fully clothed, and it still happens. It's kind of impossible. Like,
It makes me
it's just ugh.
It makes me sad about the world because I mean, don't get me wrong, women have always been like overly sexualized, but I do think it's quite a prominent problem at the moment due to the fact of certain material that is accessible to people at a very young age that they should not be consuming. But yeah, that's what made me mad. I'm not gonna lie, that video has been amazing, and I'm very glad for the reception of it.
It's a great
But
video.
every day I wake up and have to remove a comment about my nipples. It's part of my morning routine. Wake up, wash my face, remove a comment about my nipple,
comment.
have a bagel. Like, it's like, just reel them off. And I'm just like, I'm so tired, man. The video's been out for a month now and they're still on it. Like,
and you know what, right? And this is the thing as well. Is like it's like you could do the whole fucking video wearing a Minecraft Steve outfit, right?
Yeah.
Like a full padded outfit, and then some people would still be like, "Oh, bet the nipples under there."
No, because
You
you
know?
can genuinely wear something blocky, and
Like,
someone would be like, I bet they'll say something really gross, like, I bet she's so tiny under there, or something like really yucky, and you'll be like, I am a square. I am wearing a square,
dressed as a
and you're still
square.
thinking about this. Hi, Chunky Mushroom Frog. Me
Literally.
and Becca just yapping. We're yapping. We yapped all afternoon,
yapping.
and then we were like, I just
Let's yap
thought
together.
I'll come yap
Let's
a bit
combine
more.
our forces. It's just it's impossible to stop it from happening.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a YouTube video that's popped off like yours, bestie, but I don't really get too much of it. It's more like
I
just
haven't
Twitch
before
trolls
this
more
point,
than-
but then also I've never
Yeah.
really done a video.
we haven't done YouTube much,
Yeah, where I've
it's like
got so
you
much
can
of
keep
me.
looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And
But yeah,
to
it's
be fair,
like
I don't
constant,
even think in
man.
my next one it'll be that bad because but part of it was just lighting as well, and I'm not too worried. But like, well, actually, no, they're gonna talk about Bunda instead. But like, you know, it's only because it reached a wider audience. Generally, the circles that we operate in are very respectful. No one in my chat has ever, yeah, we live here. No one in my chat has
We
ever
appreciate
like.
you guys. It's only the people that come. It's only the people that come in like first time chatters that say weird shit.
Yeah,
Like the people that are already here or like have been before, like
they don't. They get it.
if it's gonna be a weird comment, it's always somebody new.
Yes,
like-
exactly.
No, I'm not saying every new chatter that comes in is weird because they're not. Obviously, we were all new chatters at some point,
But
but like
If it's gonna be
if
anyone,
it's a weird one, it's
Yeah.
gonna be someone that hasn't been here before. They're from outside of the the sphere.
Like generally our communities are so respectful and lovely and very nice, and then someone will come in and say something very feral, and then our mods fortunately do a very good job of getting that out
the
of
mods
here.
also, yes.
Yeah,
based.
Chunky Mushroom, thank you for the subby, by the way. Sorry, there's not a push to mute on this. Twitch, put push to mute in. That'd be really helpful.
Someone called me, one of us in a chat that called me a British C word earlier, which I thought was quite funny. Like, it was like very derogatory, but just British.
Yeah, I like that.
And I was like, oh, yeah, okay. I mean, like, sorry. My bad.
Love that. You're like, whoa,
Apologies.
you're not wrong. I am
Yeah.
British.
Like, yeah, you know.
It depends.
get
If they were
it.
from Australia, that probably wasn't even an insult. It was probably just like a, you know.
Just, it's like, yeah, sure.
Yes, Jean, crumpet. The
Um,
word was crumpet.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
It's
Yeah,
fun
you know,
time.
it's kind of sucks.
Yeah,
kind of
I just
sucks.
and you know what? Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I want to be an advocate and I want to stop this. I want to speak about it and stop it happening. And then I realize it's not going to do anything. I know it's really an awful view to have because you should care about things. But I'm like, I actually, and this is
Yeah.
awful, but like, I don't think there's anything. If I'm in the, I will speak about it because I care about it and I think it's important to and for people to understand. But like, do you know what I mean? Where I kind of just like. I was part of a Sky Guild video where they talked about the harassment women face in gaming. And it's a really good experience. I was really proud to be involved in it. On my Instagram reel that I did for it, nothing but lovely comments. Literally nothing but people being really supportive.
Yeah.
And again, however, the post that Sky did on Twitter, all of the comments were just men disregarding it and telling them that like, oh, worse is said to other men. You know what I mean? Like, it sort of feels like you can try and you know, advocate. But I think the problem is the kinds of people who are going to comment that stuff anyway are just not going to be receptive to that. Like, I don't,
Yeah, and the
I don't
people
think
that
it
are
reaches
commenting
them.
all lovely things, they already know. Like, that
Yeah.
isn't, they're not converted
Yeah.
toxic people
And
that
it's-
are like, wow, you've really shown me the light here with this.
It's good to
It's like,
reinforce it and
You know,
talk
yeah,
about
it's good
it.
to, like, have that be a public thing and like that's cool, but it doesn't, yeah, on an actionable level, I'm like,
And I genuinely don't know what you can do to teach people not to be that way. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't really know what we do. Like, it feels
quite-
so.
Oh, no,
I
can you
heard
stop?
that.
Speaking of men,
They're always making it
Arnold.
about themselves, Arnold.
this guy, Arnold, come here.
I liked the dog cam you had earlier, and it was on his butt, and he was wagging his tail.
Yes, he was because he walked away. And he stopped barking at me.
Oh, no.
He's just warfing at me. Warfing.
Why are you wolfing? He's had his dinner, no?
Yeah, MJ said part of it's just online brain rot though. Like, no one's going to say that to you in person, right?
True.
Like, yes and no, yeah, but then I've definitely talked to men that are thinking that sometimes.
And you
like-
can tell.
And you can tell, and they've got enough like wherewithal to not just say it because it's not
Yeah.
a comment that's anonymous. It's like you're in person, but like they're not subtle about it, and it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I have someone at my gym who's a bit like, I don't think he would like say something like that, but I notice he always, and has to me, like will always go and work out on a machine next to a woman at the gym. And has done it to me before, and I'm just like,
Creep alert! Freak alert! Freak alert!
Stop it! Stop
Leave
it!
me alone. I did not ask for you to say hello to me. Go
Yeah.
away. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Like, and it's really annoying, like socially, when like, because men will come up to you sometimes, and it's like, I actually don't know you.
Like, you
And
don't need to be here.
They'll like act like you've really pissed, like they'll act like you've really been
You've
really
wronged
really
them,
rude.
yeah.
If you then don't want to talk to them, and I'm like, I don't know you. I did not ask to have a conversation, and I'm just trying to be like, go away, please. And then it's like I don't owe you anything, actually.
Yeah, it's like,
Some men
And-
will say things to your face sometimes. It's rarer. It's rare. Like, it's not as obviously it's not just like a wall of men saying all of that like
I
they do
am-
online. But you know,
I
can I just go
have-
grab my dog.
yes,
1
is he being
second.
naughty?
You can keep talking to them.
No, I will. I shall actually. They shan't escape me. You're leaving for uni in a few weeks. I'm literally terrified. I don't want to experience this awful world yet. Loki, if I'll say anything, uni wasn't too bad. For that kind of thing, you do get people in clubs and stuff are a bit of a, you know, a little bit weird, but like I think generally you'll be okay. You're surrounded by a lot of people who are also feeling the same, and so you kind of protect each other. Is he back?
Yeah,
Is he in?
he's actually over your camera right now, but
Oh,
stay here.
Arnie dog,
No,
he's
don't
gone.
leave, don't leave. Or lie down here.
You can't be left, Arnie,
down
because you're not behaving.
Because you're barking. Annie, lie down. I'm going to have to get strict with you now.
Arnie, there's Isabel in the background. Do you remember when you were infatuated with her, Arnie? Talking about men harassing women. He's so cute, though.
Did you see that? One of my chats was like, did you see the TikTok of a guy with a mic approaching a girl and saying, "Can I ask you a question?" And she says no, and he calls her psychotic. And so I hadn't, but I can definitely see that happening.
They think it's just
like,
this
it's
idea
just
that you
like, no,
owe them
actually,
time.
you don't. Strangers actually don't owe you any time.
Yeah.
Like, sorry. You don't, people actually don't have to be your friend or like friendly with you. And I'm not, and this isn't like that doesn't make them unfriendly of a person.
No,
They
it
actually
doesn't.
The absolute most lovely people. You don't like, if they don't want to talk to you, they will come off as rude, and you just, yeah, you're being
and
weird.
then you'll
by
say that
walking
they're
up to
the
them.
problem. Yeah, it's like, it's not normal to just randomly approach strangers. Just because you've got a video camera in your hand doesn't make
Even
it
then,
now
and, like,
a
and it's
normal
just, like,
instance.
people just do it like, I mean, not even with video cameras. It's just, like,
True.
people just start conversations, and it's just like, yeah, okay, like, I'm gonna now be rude to you because I want you to leave me alone. I did not ask. I see TikTokers doing street interviews and reacting to people who ignore them like they wronged them. It's like, yeah, like, this is the thing, like, street interviews have always been a thing. Video, like, TV do it, all that.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with approaching people to do an interview.
No, neither.
But then there is inherently wrong with judging the people that don't want to.
It's like, they just
Like,
don't want to.
they are allowed to say no. You're approaching. You're going like, can I ask a favor of you, essentially? And they're like, I can't, or I don't want
Yeah,
to.
which is perfectly
Like,
reasonable to be
That's
like, I don't want to do
fine.
that.
There's nothing wrong with them doing that. They can do that if they want. And you shouldn't, like, there's so many of them where they're like, oh yeah, what a bitch. And it's just like, yeah, she doesn't want to talk to you. Like, especially, and I think, as you know, I am like, if a woman comes up to me on the street and starts talking to me, I will be much more receptive than if a man does.
Yeah, because unfortunately, when
Because I'll
men have
feel
spoken to me
I
on
will
the
feel
street, they've
immediately
normally been
threatened.
weird.
I will feel immediately threatened, and like that's kind of just an L, men, that you've done it to yourself.
Yeah, it's like you.
I will be probably quite hostile. I will probably sound quite hostile.
It's defensive. It's like,
because I'll be like, I don't want to interact with you. I don't want to engage with you in case you start being really fucking weird to me.
yeah,
And it sucks.
Someone's just said, as a guy who currently has long hair, I've noticed random dudes will start walking towards me until they come close enough and realize I'm a guy.
Like, obviously, yeah, but people are like, there's normal stranger interactions. A lot of people ask to pet Arnie.
Hi,
No
Donkey.
problem.
Yeah,
I have no issue. Like, there's ways that people can interact with strangers. I'm not like an anti-stranger. Like, I will happily.
No
especially with Arnie, he's a
strangers.
stranger magnet. He'll just pick a person in a crowd and be like, oh my god, you're like my best friend, and he'll just walk over to them, and I'm like, okay, well now we're talking, I guess. And like, there's no issue with I'm not like strangers should ever talk to each other, and there's no acceptable context.
yeah,
But it's just like, and you know, honestly, if I could tell men anything, I'm like, don't walk up to women on their own with no context to a conversation and no intro.
yeah.
Like, don't.
Just
They
don't
don't want
do
to
it.
talk to you.
Just
Like,
don't do
there is
it.
a 99.9% chance they don't want to talk to you. There's like a very, like, absolutely horrifically low chance that they are actually single, wanting to meet a man, are immediately attracted to you upon you walking, and don't think you're weird for coming over. Like, it's
Like,
minuscule.
unfortunately, the odds are so small. Like,
They're stacked against you. I'm sorry. Like, every other, there's like a million timelines or something, and maybe one of them they actually strike up some kind of conversation with you. The rest, they don't want you there and would
Yeah.
rather you never did it.
yeah.
It's and I'm like, that's the reality of it. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It just
It just be what it be.
men collective.
Yeah, I'm sorry to dog on you guys, but we're not really. It's not
Yeah.
all of them. It's just a small
Yeah.
subsection.
It's
But-
funny, like, explaining to men in general, like, when we say we don't like men, it's this collective of all the bad things. It's not, but then like, I don't like to be like, oh, it's not every man.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
then,
like, I shouldn't
then
have to say that.
all of the bad men go, oh, it's not me then.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it's
no,
also,
no,
I
no.
shouldn't
It
have to
actually
say that.
probably
Pick
is.
up on the
It could be.
context clues. Like,
It could be, like if you're not doing the thing that I'm complaining about, then you're good.
Yeah.
Like, it's not all men, but we don't know which ones are bad.
But
and
quite
which
a
ones
lot
are
of
good.
them,
So
actually.
we have to assume all bad
Yeah.
until proven otherwise, unfortunately. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been my beef.
Oh, and then there was the whole bear thing.
Oh, yeah. Fiends just mentioned that. They got very upset about that. They didn't like it.
They didn't like that one.
Yeah. Hi, Captain
They were like,
Bees.
statistically,
I
I
don't care. I don't care.
Okay, I don't
The
care.
bear isn't sinister. That's the difference. The bear isn't sinister. If the bear's going to attack me, it's going to make it known.
It's hungry.
It's not going to act like in a way
Yeah.
that's manipulative
It's not
or
gonna
make
trick
it
me.
It's not going to give a false sense of security in order to fight. It's just going to eat me if it's going to eat me, and I'm aware of that. You know?
Literally.
And also they are fluffy, and I can observe them from afar and be like,
And
oh,
the bear
look at that
does
bear.
not comment on YouTube videos and go, I saw them.
The bear doesn't go.
Bear can't do that.
They're
Bear doesn't
staring
have
at
a
me.
YouTube video. So
The bear doesn't know.
what's this saying here about the bear recently? Oh, it was the bear thing it was a TikTok like trend. I don't want to call it trend because it was very short lived, I guess.
Yeah.
/ Twitter social media thing. It was basically the hypothetical was posed to women saying if you were
Stranded
lost in
the
a
woods.
forest,
Yeah.
stuck in the woods or lost in the woods, would you rather be there with a bear or a man? And like a lot of women would say the bear, not the man. And then a lot of men got really angry about it because they were like, bears will rip you apart. And then like, yeah. So that was
Got a
that
fun
was the
fact
that
for
was the
you.
hypothetical.
Like, so will
that
men.
was the hypothetical. So that was a whole thing. So
Yeah.
and men got very indignant about it. Indignant about people choosing the bear.
Yeah.
And it's like if that's upsetting you,
Ooh.
you're the kind of man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, if that upsets you, then you need to take a step back and have a little think. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Have a little think.
Just have a little think. But yeah. Well, the hoodie is hoodieing.
Do not
thank you.
compare me to bear.
I'm not a bear.
I am much better than bear.
The bear's nicer than you. The hoodie is hoodieing. Thank you, Capybara. This is my favorite hoodie in the world right now. It's my.
Let's see.
It says, I just like it. It's cozy.
Hockey
Yes,
hoodie.
My hockey one. And on the front, it, for whatever reason, says, aha, or aha. 1951. Ann Arbor
What happened in 1951?
Amateur Hockey Association. Thank you.
Where'd you get it from? Is it
A
a thrift?
vintage store, yes, in
Oh,
yes, in
cute.
town. For it was £5.
I really need to give myself a whole like chunk of time and go into a vintage store / thrift store and like
Yeah.
actually look. Whenever I go, I'm like with people and like I kind of briefly browse, don't really want to buy anything in particular, and then just go. And I'm like, I feel like I could find something really good. I don't think I'm
gotta-
one, looking in the right places, and two, like actually giving it the time it needs, because that's the investment, really, isn't it?
I also have to take.
I also found that they're surprisingly expensive. and I
This was
thought it would be,
literally
like,
what I was about to say. I got this for
cheaper.
£5 because there's a vintage store near me that's very good for that kind of thing. But there are also a couple of vintage stores in like where I live. And tell me why a shirt is £40. I'm sorry.
Literally,
I understand if it's a designer
no.
brand, but some of this just isn't. And I'm like, the whole point of secondhand is that it's meant to be affordable. It's meant to be affordable. If you're selling something
Yeah.
that's like was for
I'm-
like
if I'm
not
paying
even
£40 on a
£40 back in the
shirt,
day,
I'm
if it
gonna
was-
go and buy a new shirt.
yeah, it's like if it was
like I
£10
might as well buy
in
one that hasn't been owned
2010,
before.
and now it's
Literally.
£40. Like and it really annoys me because I'm just like,
It's really annoying. It happens in Brighton a lot.
Yeah.
Like if you're not going into if you're going to the ones that are like, oh, thrift, and I'm like, okay, and I go in and I'm like, why is this pair of jeans £50? Like
They'll
that's
be
just
like,
how much a
"Oh,
pair of jeans costs. Like I'll just go and
these-
buy a pair that's new and fits me exactly, rather than is slightly off and a little bit worn.
yeah, these
but still
Levi's that are
£50.
15 years old. Yeah, that's
the same price as a
£55,
freaking
please. I'm
new
like, I'll just
pair,
buy
and I'm
some
like-
new ones.
I'm just gonna go to Levi's. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go buy some.
It's
It's
very
annoying. Like I haven't found a good place yet. I feel
be
like
fair-
there's gotta be one in Brighton. Brighton is quite an expensive place. There's gotta be a couple like hidden gems that people don't talk about, and I'm gonna have to just
definitely.
wander around and have a look for them. Because the ones that are like in the most popular places, they can afford to they just up their prices are just high. I'm like, why am I looking at this blouse from like Marks and Spencers from like 10 years ago, and it's like £25?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't like. Yeah, that's not that expensive for a piece of clothing, but it's expensive for a blouse from 10 years ago from Marks and Spencers. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah, there's the kilo sales. I'm a bit scared of going to one because one, I think
went
that if
to
you don't go
one.
immediately at the beginning of it, then you miss the best stuff. And also, do you have to buy a kilo? Because I don't know if I'm
No.
more
The
of a
way it
picker.
works is like it's
I'm a
X amount
picker.
per kilogram. And I think some of them make their money either by entry or they're like, will minimum charge you for 1 kilogram if you only buy like one item. But normally it's only like £5 per kilogram. But realistically, you'd be surprised how heavy clothes are.
Okay, right.
But like, yeah, I did a couple of those at uni, and I've still got one of the overshirts I still wear, like kind of blue one with the maroony like stripes. I've still got that. It's really good, but I tend to find in those there's a lot of stuff that's good for men. They tend to have a lot of like men's jackets and men's jumpers, and sometimes if I want something oversized, that's great. But a lot of the time, it's like this isn't really ideal.
Where's my little waist gone?
Yeah.
Where's my little waist?
If you turn me around, I look like a piece of paper because my waist is just so tiny. I'm
essentially 2D.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just so little.
I'm so little.
I can slide under doors if I lie down.
If you put me on a piece of string, you can actually scam a vending machine because you can throw me down the coin slot and ping me back out again.
God's sake.
Yeah, I don't know. I like vintage stuff. I like vintage shopping when there's good deals and it's actually a good price.
Yeah,
but sometimes it's just sometimes I just
really
buy
like it.
new stuff but secondhand. So I'm like, oh, I like
What do you mean? How
this
does that work?
skirt from like Monkey, and I'll be like, oh, but I don't.
Oh, so you buy it off like.
I'll
Vinted
go
or
on
something.
Vinted and see if someone else has bought it and it like didn't fit them basically. Because I'll just be like, well, this way at least I'm buying secondhand and I'm not like buying into fast fashion as much. And
Yeah, fair.
Vinted is very good. I really need Vinted to sponsor me, man. I yap about them so much for free.
I
And
haven't had any success on these websites. I can't ever find anything that's like any good, and if it is good, it's really fucking expensive.
you have
so
to
I don't really
search specific
understand it.
stuff. Like you have to know what you want already and have a vision
Yeah, but then
of
I
it.
do, and then I just find like really, really expensive stuff that's
Yeah.
old, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
like, oh, that's nice. Oh, it's like £40. Okay, oh, never mind.
Yeah, the problem is it's when the girlies who go to charity shops and buy things and then resell them on like
Then
Depop and
flip
Vinted.
them,
Yeah, they
yeah.
flip them. Except they've not done
I'm like,
anything.
no,
They just
leave
owned
in
them
the charity
temporarily.
shops, man.
Yeah.
Leave them there so we can actually get them. Don't be like that.
Sabby says you have to get in the trenches, which is true. You do have to.
Get in the
You
I
do
don't.
have to
I
get
just
in the
don't have
trench.
enough
It's not.
time
It's
to get
not
into
too
the
much.
trenches.
It's so much effort.
It's quite hard when you don't know where the trenches are, or where the
Yeah.
entrance to the trenches is.
Yeah. It's.
You're below the dog cam right now. I brought dog cam back.
Oh, he's back. I'll have a look. See. Is he there again? Is he lying
Eeping.
down?
Yeah, he's eeping.
He's given up. He's given up on all
People
the
who go to car
attention.
boot sales and buy the riot games to flip. Sag, really random one. I had this like little stint when I used to watch TikTok, and I got down into this little rabbit hole of accounts that were people that go to car boot sales to buy
Yeah.
like. And I think this one was like the one I watched was like a Disney one. Like they would go and look for Disney, like authentic Disney toys and plushies and collectibles. So really great. I don't know what it was. Fucking got me, hooked me. Like they would
honestly-
find them, and then they would just literally have a camera film the stuff. Like they'd look through the boxes, pick stuff, and then they'd like film themselves, like just film the table while they negotiated with the seller.
I really want to go to
and
a
then
car
they would
boot
just
sale.
bag it and go. We should go to a car boot sale.
We
sometime.
should. I feel like they're either absolute trash or there's some like actual hidden gems.
I
in
think
them.
there's. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like I used to. My mum used to take. I used to sell stuff there. Like my mum used to do them for like just getting rid of stuff, and like because it was like before. Like the only option was what did you say?
Savvy's just gone. LB careful. Your car boot sized would take for you to get kidnapped.
Your car boot size. This is an Eloise. Would you like her?
Please
There
don't
you go.
put me in the back.
Yeah, like, there's definitely like some good stuff.
Yeah.
Like, but honestly, from my experience, you want to get that as early as you can. Like,
you
want to
be there on the dot. Yeah.
You want to be like, and there'll be a load of other people that also go and do that because they want the best stuff too. And
Yeah.
it's like, it's literally like, then you get best pick of everything. Because like after, if you come like halfway through, everything good is gone. Like otherwise, you're like looking for actual specific things or like
Yeah.
But my mum would take us, we would do car boot sale, and then like she would sometimes like leave me on the stall to sell stuff, and then she would come back with more stuff that she just wanted and bought, and I'm like, Mum, we're left with more stuff than we came with.
Yeah.
Like we came to get rid of our things, and you've just got more things. But I think that's just how it works, really.
I like it. I want to do one. We've got a lot of cool antique stores near me, which is quite fun.
Yeah, I went into a few of them, didn't we? We did, I think.
No, we didn't. We went
Did we
into
not?
the
Not
antique and
ones?
vintage market that had a pop-up, but we didn't go into
I
any
see.
of the actual antique stores because they're on the other side of town. So we didn't. But they are very fun. I
see.
like those. Some of it's really creepy though. There is a section in the back of one of them that's got like all old-timey dolls, and I'm
Why did
fairly
they make
sure...
it a section in the back and not just sort of
I
put
don't
them
know,
around
to
or in,
hide
like,
them
a
away
nice,
because they're
well-lit
haunted.
area?
They're haunted, Beck. That's why.
Oh.
That would honestly, car boot stream would kind of go hard.
That would go hard, I think.
I think it would. Right, where's Toby? I need his IRL setup.
Yeah, we can grab it.
Yeah, we could. I'll come down.
I mean, they're in France, I think.
Yeah, we're on the way back
Right now.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Yeah, car boot stream would be quite fun, but like I feel like we'd have to make it like objective based. Like it'd be like we'd
we'd need to gamify it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like we need one of the something blue, something that reminds you of this, something that is for this person.
Maybe that's the dream content, Beck. Maybe we car boot gamify streams or videos, YouTube videos, and we just do a series. And everybody who understandably loved there was a show, it's not Homes Under the Hammer, Antiques Roadshow and stuff like that. They'll love it. They'll love it. Maybe I think we should. And then we can write it all off on tax expenses.
No, because the pull of Antiques Roadshow is that the stuff is like secretly really expensive.
Yeah, and they know how to identify it. Whereas
that's the exciting
bargain
bit.
hunt. It's bargain hunt. We need to gamify bargain hunt.
Yes, bargain hunt, but new.
I keep pitching
fresh.
stuff to Toby because I'm like, you're the only man who will have. He'll latch onto an idea and will like actually do it if he latches onto it enough. I tried to pitch. My brain is not working today. What is this show? Where they do the silly little tasks. Taskmaster.
Taskmaster.
Yeah. I pitched that to him. I was like, we need to do this. You need to do this. And then we need to do bargain hunt. We need to gamify bargain hunt for a stream. I actually think it would be sick.
I would not want to do it with Toby though.
No,
Toby
that's
would
fair.
just like say the most nonsensical things to the poor people that are just like.
I also
trying
think
to
he
sell
might
their
gamify
house
it too
stuff.
much and it might become stressful.
Yeah, like I want it to be like silly.
Yeah.
I think Ludwig's doing Taskmaster.
Well,
one?
We're doing bargain hunt.
We're doing bargain hunt, and I think bargain hunt is quintessentially a British thing. Like they have garage sales.
It's not the same.
It's not the same as a car boot.
It's not the same as 100 people
not the
rocking
same as a
up at
car
6
boot.
in the morning in the rain.
6 in the morning.
Opening
They
their
start
boots
so
up.
fucking early for no reason.
It's not the same.
not
There's a
6 in the morning,
certain je
you
ne
rock
sais quoi. And there's a guy in a
Je
van
ne sais quoi.
selling bacon butties.
There
butty is a
And
sandwich,
then
by the way.
there's also a guy in the van selling what's clearly stolen goods too, and nobody talks about it.
Yeah, why have
There's
they
at least
got
one of them.
Why have they got 30
Like,
copies
whose
of the
speaker
latest
is
Xbox
this, and why
game?
isn't it in a box?
Why have you got 4 different iPhones from the past 5 years that
Yeah,
and
Whose speaker is
10,
this, and
10
why do you have 4 of
headsets?
them?
Yeah. And that's the specialty of it. That's what makes them so special.
a little spice for the car boot sale. There's quite a few different types of people in the car boots. There's the people that are like just unnecessarily really negotiating really hard on like the most tapped stuff. Like you'll be like, can I have this like old tatty plushie, please? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, I'll give you like 20p. And they're like 50. And I'm like 30. And they're like 40. And I'm like, it's literally like so old. How could
It's borderline a rag. Like,
so there's getting there early, right? So I think there's two things. You go, I reckon prime bargaining. You arrive early and you get first pick of everything, so you get to see the best stuff that people have.
Yeah.
And like, so if you want specific like good stuff, that's there at the beginning. Then you leave after like an hour and a half. Once you've done everything and you got that, you leave. Come back at the end of it. Everyone's trying to get rid of their stuff, and it's all like horribly cheap, like 10p. Like, oh, I'll give all of these to you. All of this whole box of toys, I will give it to you for like £2.
Smart.
So I don't have it anymore because I basically just want to get rid of it. That's the other thing. Because if we start doing that, if like my mum and I went to the car boot sale and there was just a bunch of stuff left, it would just suddenly become incredibly cheap because it's like I don't want to take this home. I think it's arrive early, go and have lunch, come back.
Yeah, that's so smart. Okay, we've got our stream format. And we could have a set of goals for the first part of the day, and then a set of goals for the second part of the day. And it could be like, okay, you have to find, there could be a competition of, you both have to get X item. It would have to be something that's relatively common, like a plate or something. I feel like it's quite a lot of plates. And it's whoever gets the cheapest one.
Yeah, and there could be like prizes for like the best deal that one of you got.
Yeah.
The most for the least.
It could be like chat could decide what's the best bargain. Like, I don't know, I got a whole chair for £15, but you whack up and you're like, yeah, well, I got this, like, I don't know, vintage ukulele for a £5, and then they've got to vote as what's the better catch. Okay, excellent. Excited to do this.
What does 10p mean? I don't know the currency meaning. Cents. It's just like cents.
Cents. Next to nothing. You could not buy a chocolate bar for 10p. Not
10p is out now.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing goes for 10p anymore.
What you can buy with 10p
sweets.
is 10 1p sweets. That's what you can buy with 10p. And I don't even know if they do those anymore.
I don't know. They might all be 2p sweets now.
God, those are the days. I once ran a little garage sale when I was about 10. I was like, oh, I want to get rid of a bunch of my toys. I could outgrow them. And so I just set up a box in the front of the garden, told the neighbors, and a bunch that honestly made a good amount for like a 10-year-old. I made like 14 quid. And I wasn't selling stuff for expensive. It was like 50p for like small bits, £2 for something bigger.
Little business
but obviously
women.
the little kid, like other kids in the street went to their parents like, oh, they're selling this toy for £2. And the parents are just like, oh, it's £2, all right. You know, this was before the terrible economic crisis we're currently in. And people would just be like, yeah, all right. It was a big day for me.
Well, so my mum made the mistake of taking me to the car boot sale on which she was also selling all of my plushy dogs that I had.
No.
Which was like, because I'd said that it was okay, like I'd outgrown them. But then it backfired. We ended up donating them all to children in need because because people kept coming over to buy the dogs, and I would be like judging them and not wanting them to buy the dogs if I didn't think that they were like,
you're like, I don't think this is a good enough home.
Like I'd be like, they look like they haven't washed their hands, and I'm like, no, they cannot have the dog.
That's
and I'd be
so
like telling my
funny.
mum not to let them, and then she's like, oh, never mind, and then she'd have to sort of like stop. And we ended up just buying them, and she's like, right, okay, well, you're not letting me fucking sell any of them. So we're going to just donate them all now to children in need. And I'm like, okay, I don't see the people then. And they're in need.
Both my parents worked when I was at primary school. They worked both when I was at secondary school, but I could walk home by that point. And on this day, my after school club that I went to was doing like a car boot sale, but in the school kind of thing to raise money for charity. And for a while at school, I had school dinners. Only for like a year. I don't really know. I think my parents were just like, we'll see if she likes them. I didn't. And the way you pay for school dinners, or at least the way you did back then, because this was the 2000s, maybe late 2000s, but you just bring money in. You just bring the money in an envelope. It was due like once a month or whatever, like once a term or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like, I think maybe like my mum had like forgotten to pay like for literally like 1 week or something. And so she gave me the envelope and I was meant to hand it in. Except I didn't really listen to her when she told me this. She just gave me an envelope of money and I get to my after school club and there's like a car boot sale. And I'm like, oh, mum gave me money to spend at the car boot sale. So mum comes to pick me up from school and I've got this little statue of a Labrador next to a pond. I've bought this little statue of a Labrador next to a pond. And she's like, hi, sweetie. And I'm like, hi. And she's like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, oh, I bought it. And she's like,
oh, really?
with what
money?
And I'm like, well, the money you gave me in the envelope. And she's like, for Pete's sake.
That's bad. That's
yeah,
so bad.
she was not impressed with me. I got told off, but I think she knew I didn't do it on purpose. At least I don't think I did. I don't know. Maybe I did do it on purpose. Maybe I was being a bit naughty, but I don't think I do have a photo of it, Jean. I'm sorry. I think I was only about 8. I was quite young.
That's so funny.
But that little Labrador did stay in my room, the little statue, for pretty much all of my childhood. And I think it did give me a level of guilt every time I looked. I felt really bad. I'm like someone who I was terrified of being like, I
Very
felt
honest.
awful if I got told off as a child. Like, I don't know if it's
Oh, me too.
it genuinely, if I did something wrong, it felt like the world around me was falling apart. I don't feel like that anymore. Like, I feel bad, but like as a kid, it was like
no, I mean,
devastating.
I get you.
And so I felt awful. I was like, oh no.
That's rough.
But yeah, it was
no,
funny.
I was, if I ever got like told off at school, I fucking hated it, man.
Yeah.
It made me so upset. I hated like defying authority.
Same.
I don't now. It was just like I always felt horribly bad. I was like, oh my god, I'd like cry and shit if I got told off.
Yeah,
Like
same.
it really upset me, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm such a baby about this. Like, and it was like I would still do this. I didn't get told off much either.
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah,
like
neither.
I'd still do shit occasionally, and it was always like, I think what was annoying is that if I did stuff, I was never actually being naughty, and I had this big sense of justice.
Yes,
So like,
yeah.
there was this point where like I think me and my friend were in class and we were doing coursework, and then we also were, because we were basically, there was I don't know, some big drama between our friends, like in our friendship group, and we wanted to discuss it, but we were in class doing coursework and we were supposed to like silently be doing this coursework. So we were writing our coursework, and then in between we would also write on a piece of paper that was between us to write to each other.
Yeah.
And it was, it was a good conversation. It was completely unrelated to the coursework, by the way. Like, it was, I don't know, it's geography, I think. So I'm like, I'm writing the coursework, I finish it, like I do a good job, I'm good at my work. And then like at the end, the teacher's like, stay behind, because she spotted us doing it the whole time and just let us do it. She read the whole fucking note about some shit, I don't know, some friend shit. Well, then she was basically like, you're cheating, and we were like, no, we're not. Like, why the fuck would we cheat at the coursework with each other? It's coursework. We have to write the thing.
Yeah.
And like, it's not hard either. And then she like read the whole, so we had to show the whole note to prove that we weren't cheating. And I was crying because I was like, I felt really bad. And I was like, I'd rather you just told me that you knew immediately, so I just stopped, because like ultimately it doesn't matter that much to me to do it. I just thought it was be okay because I'm not actually doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
I did all my work, and so did my friend. We were both quite good at the class. Like, give over, give it a rest. Give it a rest. I don't know. Sometimes she got a bit like just arsey, and I'm like, I get why you wanted to check if we were cheating, but if you thought we were cheating, why the fuck did you let us do the whole time?
Yeah.
Like, if you actually thought that we were cheating somehow, why didn't you just grab it immediately when we started doing it and go, stop doing that? Instead of waiting for the whole class, I'm like, well, then all the cheating's already been done. It's already in the work.
A bit pointless
isn't it?
now, isn't it?
A bit weird, isn't it?
I had like I had that like deep rooted fear of ever getting in trouble. It made me so upset until I hit about 15. And then there were
Oh,
like
did you
3
have a
or 4
moment?
teachers. No, well, I wouldn't misbehave. I was still a relatively good kid, but there were about 3 or 4 teachers that I just could not get on with. Like, I just didn't. I think it was because I've talked about this like a couple times, but like I would be a good student. I get my work done, but I found the way they taught boring. And I found the way that they engaged boring. And so I would get distracted. I would chat. I'd do all my work. And I wouldn't, and also the people I was chatting with were my friends. And my friends were a smart bunch. They were pretty clever. So they never, it's not like they weren't getting their work done. They always got their work done.
Yeah.
But we'd
this
be
is the thing.
chatting and we'd have usually have both completed our work, or like we hadn't, but we knew we definitely would because we were a little bright bunch. We were smart. We knew it a little bit, maybe too much sometimes. And obviously teachers just didn't like that, and I just didn't gel with it. I'd be, honestly, the only words I can say, I was a little dickhead sometimes. Like my English teacher, I'm so sorry, Miss Pierce, for the attitude that I gave you in your class, because honestly, she was quite a young teacher as well. She was about 25, 26. And now as a 25, 26-year-old, if a child was talking to me like that at 15,
You get really
I would have been
upset.
so annoyed. But like, I did not get on with her whatsoever. She did my head in, and I think I did her head in, because it's much harder to tell off a child who is actively getting the work done than a child who clearly isn't, because they just then turn around and go, well, I've got it done. And they go, oh, well, and then the child, and I just had a bit of like, the oppositional defiance kind of kicked in a bit around that age and continued to do so. I didn't like my French teacher either. I just didn't.
I had it with a couple teachers. Maths, I always didn't like because I never really understood why we were learning
loved
it
maths.
and what it was for. And I was just like, I just don't get it. And then there was a point where I was just arguing, and I know that it was a bit of a like, she just couldn't fucking be asked to deal with my shit. And it was like, I was just like, I just don't really know why we need to know this. And then they were like, for your exams. And I was like, right. So I don't then. Like, I don't.
Loved maths.
And I fucking...
It's the biggest piece of evidence against me about not being in the LGBTQ community is how much I like maths. And honestly, if I could sit there and make a career out of doing algebra, which you can, but like it gets hard. It starts to get hard.
It starts to get silly
and also it starts to be
theoretical.
Like, it gets a bit theoretical, and it's no longer quite as fun. I genuinely would. It's the biggest evidence. It's my.
I don't know. I was good. I got an A in GCSE, but I just disliked the entire thing. I was put in like top set, which is like, if you don't, in the UK we like get split into ability levels.
Yeah.
At some point, like I was in the highest set. Like I was in the top level class, and I hated it. I felt like it went too fast. I didn't really fully understand it, but somehow got an A in my exam, and I don't even know how, because I left the exam like I fucked it. Like I've actually just failed. Like, and then I was like, oh, okay, never mind. I never have to do that again, at least. Dude, I think for me, I had this like, I didn't really ever like answer back all that much. I had this really big like, I don't know, I don't think I have so much now. I've sort of learned to curb it, but like I had a massive like sense of justice and fairness, which I don't know what that's indicative of, but okay.
No, I had the same. I've actively become less caring as I've got older. Not in a sense of I don't care, just in a sense of I realized it was unhealthy for me. Like,
I needed to stop caring. Like on purpose. And like there was this time where like it was crunch time, exam time in English class, which I loved. I was really good at it. It gelled. You know, I'm a writer. Like I wrote stuff. Blah blah blah. Loved it. Great stuff. It was literature. I then took A-level English literature, but this was GCSE. And I had, basically, there was a mix of things. The teacher was writing so many things on the board that we were literally told to copy down, which I was doing just fine. And then she got it so small that even with my glasses on, I couldn't see what she wrote. So because I'm short-sighted. And so I was like, I'm going to write as much as I can, and then I will just wait and I will go grab it after this class. Because I wanted to, because I like the subject. And I always make sure, like, are you going to rub that off? Like, can I get that? Or like, can I take a photo of it or something? Blah, blah, blah. So I wrote everything that I could. There was only a little bit left. I wrote everything that I could anyway. I was like paying attention. And I like, so then I started just kind of doodling after that. Like I got distracted. And I finished it. And then
Yeah.
everyone else took longer because I was quite quick at writing things down. So I just like was just doodling in my book. The teacher, for no fucking reason, she was in a mood that day, okay? And like, you know, I get it, but she just drops my full name, just me, out of the whole of this class of like 30 plus people. And it's like, can you pay attention, please? And she just sat there doodling in my book. And I cried because I was so annoyed and angry that she had the audacity to wrongly blame me. It wasn't even that I was embarrassed about being called out because I actually didn't do anything wrong at all.
Yeah.
I'd done everything I was supposed to do that I could physically do. And I was so really viscerally angry about it that I just started crying because I was really pissed off.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm not. Like, I am. I've done it. And then I was just like crying and it really pissed me off. I was just like, oh God, it really rubbed me up the wrong way. I think I went back. She full Beckyamon me. She was like, Beckyamon. And I think I ended up going back. Like, we left the class. I went back and saw her afterwards. And I just was like, hey, let's not. Like, I just kind of, when I was more measured, I just actually went and talked to her and was like, hey. And she said sorry. And I was like, yeah, like, I had actually done it. And like, it was like, that's a lot. I don't not listen in your class. Like, it's actually a bit unnecessary.
Yeah.
When there's people that talk all the time, I was actually really good in school. It pissed me off.
Yeah.
I love an angry. I'm reading your chat too.
Yeah.
I love an angry crier.
Boiling.
I've taken so long to get over that. I would do like it was like there was this point in work, like when I was in civil service, where like I was having to fight my corner because I didn't feel like I'd been trained enough on my promotion.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, you're done with your training. And I'm like, I'm not being funny. Like, I don't know how to do the job. Like, I don't know how to do this big part of this job yet. Like, you're saying I'm done, but I actually don't know. And they were just insisting that I did. And I remember being really proud of myself because I didn't cry that time. Like, I didn't. In front of, like, as a whole adult,
Yeah.
in a job, in a meeting with my manager, I came out like I didn't cry. You know, like, I hate being angry crier. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst. Because, like, I'll be like, and I'll have to be like to people like, I'm angry at you. Do not pity or comfort me. I am not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because I'm angry. Ignore the crying. I'm like, do not ignore the tears. No tears. Imagine there's no tears. I'm not crying. Listen to what I'm saying to you. And then that was just, oh God, it's the worst.
See, I get it makes you feel silly. I almost have sometimes the opposite issue where I'm Little Miss Loud Voice. I don't have volume control. I don't mean to. It's not, and it's not in a shouting way. I just don't have volume control a lot of the time. And so, like, I've said before, I've had to be like, I'll be crying and I'll be raising my voice, and I've had to verbally say, I'm aware that I'm talking louder than normal right now. I'm not yelling at you. I promise I'm not. I'm just very upset that I don't have volume control. I'm really sorry. And I've had to be like, I'm not shouting at you. I need you to understand this is involuntary and I'm just really upset right now.
Literally.
And I've had to be like, I'm not shouting. I'm not annoyed. There's no anger from me right now. It's the opposite. I'm upset. Well, it's like the opposite version.
Oh, it's so annoying. I know, but we have the opposite problem.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, I am angry and I need you to listen to why I'm angry, but I'm crying. So you think I need comforting and you think I'm upset and that what I need is emotional support. And what I do not need is emotional support. I need you to understand that you're a dick and you need to stop doing what you're doing because it's pissing me off. Like, that's what's upsetting. That's why I'm crying. But it was so annoying. I hate it so much. I think it's like Rachel from Friends.
Yeah.
That she does that. Like, Rachel always cries. That's the whole thing. It's just, oh God, it's such a frustrating conversation to have. And it's really embarrassing when it happens in like an official capacity.
Yeah, because you're like, well,
where
now
you're
I
like
look
trying to have a
unprofessional.
work conversation and they're like, wow, this training thing's really getting to you. And I'm like, no, I'm just mildly annoyed. And I'm tearing up in front of you and I'm not actually that upset. And that's the thing, I'm not actually that upset and I'm not even that angry. I'm just like trying to like confront you on this.
Yeah.
But I'm crying, and then they're like, "Whoa, you're like
You're
you're
not good,
hysterical," and I'm
whoa.
like, "No, I'm not. I'm fine. I'm actually fine."
I had a
Um,
volume moment yesterday when we were at the YouTube summit.
Volume.
This isn't to do
Volume
with
moment.
anger. I had a volume moment. It was the section in the summit where people were welcome to go up onto the stage, show their channel, and people could give feedback.
Super weird.
they could
I
give,
make soup.
it's me. No.
Stop taking my nipples.
They yeah, I can imagine. You could go and people would give feedback. A guy goes up and he's like, "Hi, I'm so and so, and I make content primarily around League of Legends." And I just went, "Well, that's the problem then." And it came out much louder than I intended it to.
Eloise,
I
no.
was like, well, that's where you can start. That's the problem. And I meant it in a jokey way. And like, I was with Michaela and like Laz, and we had a group chat, and they were all just rinsing me. And I was like, oh, it wasn't. The guy didn't hear it for definite. The guy did not hear it, but I know that people around us did.
Around me did.
And I just started laughing, and I had my head in my hands, and I was like, and then I was saying in the chat, I was like, in my defense, I dated someone who played League for many years. It was not a good experience. He was an ass. So I have earned my right to make these comments, and it was a joke. The guy was very sweet. His channel was fine. It was quite good. But
Dude, that's so funny.
I was just like, it's one of those
Volume
moments
was
where
hard.
I was just like,
It's hard.
it came out, and I was like, I
yeah,
just don't, I don't mean
whoa,
to. My
oops.
dad's always told me off for having a loud voice. Not told me off, but
Like chill.
yeah.
Chillax. Sometimes I'll go talk to people after I've streamed.
Yeah.
Streaming raises my
Stream voice.
volume.
Oh my god, Ollie
And
has
I'll
the
be like,
loudest
and they'll be
stream
like,
voice.
"All right, bring it down." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay, sorry, my bad."
Sorry.
Like, because I've been doing this, which is like projecting,
Yeah.
like hours, and then I go like, "Hello, let's hang out or something," and I'm like, "Hi guys, how's it going?" And they're like, "Hold it." But then I also have this other thing where, because I can't hear how loud I am, you'd think I'd be too loud, which is occasional, yes. I am actually often too quiet because I don't want to be too loud.
Yeah.
So I will basically talk at like the quietest volume ever, and they'll be like, "I can't hear you," and I'm like, I feel like I'm really am like projecting here, and they're like, "Don't know what you're saying."
Ollie
and I'm
has
like,
the loudest stream
I'm
voice.
like, "What am I doing?" And then I'll get to the volume. They're like, "There we go." I'm like, I feel like I
I'm
am
shouting
yelling
right now.
Like, like I have no idea how loud I'm being.
Yeah. No, Ollie has a very loud stream voice. I've been in his house when he is streaming. Man shouts. The moment those
Man does
headphones go
shout.
on, he just shouts, and I'm like,
It's probably that it just makes him can't hear anything.
well, also he has his headphones play his voice back to him while he talks.
Oh yeah, this is interesting.
Freak.
This because
Freak.
interesting you say this because I was showing my dad my stream setup not that long ago, like last year maybe. So it was set up as it is now, and I was like, "Oh yeah, blah blah blah," and then I was showing him my mixer and everything, and he was just like, "Oh, do you have it
Routed
feedback
back?
through?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh no, nobody does that," and he was like, "What?"
No.
And I was like, 'cause my dad, by the way, is a sound man.
Yes,
So he works
yeah.
for TV doing sound. And he was baffled by the fact that many streamers don't listen to their own voice back, the live feed into their
So
ears.
Ollie explained that part of where it's come from for him is because he does music, and when you are singing, you do want it back.
that's true.
Because
Yeah.
well, I don't know.
You
I
wanna
don't think I
hear-
would. But like you're
Yeah,
kind
you want to hear if you're being accurate,
yeah.
like what it sounds like. It's you're supposed to do it generally if you're doing audio.
Yeah, but I
like-
could never. I don't think I'd be able to concentrate.
Yeah, I think it would distract me too much. Obviously, provided it's like exactly the same
Like-
time. Like obviously, at the moment it becomes like
Sorry, I just
She's got a
rooted
jump
it to
scare
come
alert.
back through my headphones and jump scared myself when I talk.
oh,
It's really loud. It's very loud. I
it
just
is really
switched it on.
loud.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna- hang
don't.
on,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
like
do
it.
it.
I don't need to hear myself at this volume.
So loud.
Yeah,
It's
do
so
you know what?
loud.
Did you just switch it
It's
on?
really
It's
loud.
really loud.
Oh, is that what I sound like? Oh my god. Oh, I hate this. Actually, I hate this.
I couldn't do it.
Can hear.
I can already
can
hear my own voice. Anyway,
That's what I sound like. Why the fuck are you guys watching this? Ugh.
no, I feel like it comes out.
Why do you guys watch
tinnier.
this for hours? I sound like this all the. I'm breathing this much. Maybe I guess there's a gate in OBS.
Yeah.
so.
Also, I don't know. I
Ew.
feel like my mic sounds tinnier in my headphones
Yeah.
than it does on the
Yeah, that's
stream.
probably true. It's a little bit tinnier. But you know, like, yeah, my dad was like baffled that I was saying like none of my friends do this, like root it, and he was like, "That's crazy. Like,
Well-
like I would never expect that to be the case." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know."
We don't
Oh,
really need
the audio's
to.
desynced.
Oh.
My audio and video desync. Oh. How bad? No, not you.
I know, I was
Me.
just checking. Oh, okay.
It paused and now what? Okay, let me try and turn my camera off. Hold on.
Yeah, you're fine on our end, by the way. Like, you're literally...
That's funny.
Yeah.
Am I back?
Yeah, you
Am I
you were
synced?
like the tiniest desynced, but you're better now.
It might have been crackling because I was feeding it back.
Yeah.
Oh, it says it's really desynced.
Oh.
It did this not. it
What's
did
weird
this-
is you're fine for us.
Ah,
Yeah.
maybe it's my. Hang on.
No, she's
Sorry, I had to turn myself off. What about now?
Been left alone.
Is it still bad? Thing is, last time this happened, I had to restart my OBS.
Oh.
I'm gonna go check on my stream because I don't know why this happens. One sec.
I am meant to be leaving soon because I told myself I wouldn't do a long stream, but then I've started yapping with
Why does it
Beckham
do this? Why is it so bad? Okay. Oh wow. I can't. It's not fixable. It's weird. It's just this thing that
Oh.
happens. I kind of just have to go and like restart my OBS, but I might as well end anyway.
As I say, that gives me the opportunity to leave and start
I'm gonna-
cooking my
I'm
dinner.
gonna turn my camera off. So Eloise is also desynced. I'll turn you off as well, your camera.
No!
We'll just have a Arnie cam on.
Yeah. Oh, Arnie Cam.
Well, just audio only for today.
Yeah.
For now.
Well, I'm going to go in a minute anyway because I'm very hungry,
Okay.
as I always am when
Okay.
I stream.
Goodbye, Eloise.
Goodbye, Beckham. Thank you for talking with me.
That's
I
okay.
didn't know. We've done it again. We've yapped for
We've done
longer
it
than we
again where
ever
we've yapped.
intended.
Hmm. I'm
Well-
gonna have to sort of rush off now because
Okay,
it's just
that's fine.
it's just kind of fucked up.
Okay, that's
Goodbye.
fine. Goodbye. Bye.
Bye.
There we go. End stream together. There we go. All right, chat. Well, I'm going to go have dinner. What a nice little yapping session with Beckham. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? I should be streaming tomorrow and Sunday. We'll be doing some fantasy at some point. Also, potentially going to be doing some Life is Strange because I really want to replay the games. But yeah, I hope you had fun today. Thanks for letting me just do a chill one today. It's been nice. I needed that today. You know what? It was just one of those days where I was like, I don't have the energy to plan something, and it was nice. Oh, Jean and Sabi, I love you guys. You're so lovely to me. We will be doing some Life is Strange maybe tomorrow, or some fancy SMP. But I want to play Life is Strange on stream because I got to play the new one and it was really good. We're going to go raid Max because thank the Lord above, the man is putting some contacts in so he doesn't blue eye stare at us all every day. And I think that's good for the world. I think that's very good for the world. So we're going to raid into Max. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, you know what? Brown contacts are better for him. Right, chat, you're about to go look at him. He's put brown contacts over his blue eyes. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your evening, gamers. I will see you all very soon. Goodbye. Bye. Join the Discord. Bye.